Hello everyone! Welcome back to another superb, incredible, amazing unboxing with yours truly, Mark, and Sarah in the background.
Hello!
And we just got Everdell Duo.
Yeah.
And we are going to open this up and check it out. We actually do not own Everdell, but it is a fun game. We've played a couple of times. We have some friends that own it. We actually just played it a couple of weeks ago.
We did. It was only a couple of weeks ago that we played it.
And we played it for the first time on the cruise, the Dice Tower cruise. So this appears to have the same really cool pieces. And apparently you get to play as either the Do Not Eat packet.
Uh-oh.
Or the squirrels.
Or you can play as the Do Not Eat packet? Then why did you discard it?
Or the turtle or the rabbit. And I'm not sure, that doesn't really make any sense because there's only 3 rabbits and 3 turtles, but there's a bunch of squirrels.
Oh, well, this is only a 2-player game.
It is only a 2-player game. I imagine, though it says you can play it both competitive and cooperative, which tells me that there is some sort of a cooperative game. It also says on the back that the cooperative game is a campaign-ish sort of a thing.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. So there's that, which means that I'm wondering if these squirrels are that we play against. Anyway, so on to cool stuff in here. I mean, if you have ever played Everdell, these are the rubbery, like blueberry things, and they are kind of cool. And then you have the stones.
They're very pink for blueberries.
Yes, and then you have amber, which is like sap, tree sap, and then pieces of tree, wood, pieces of tree.
Pieces of tree.
Pieces of tree.
You could call that another one.
Do Not Eat packets.
Well, there's 2 of those, so
yep.
Maybe you could play as a Do Not Eat packet.
Maybe you could. All right, so then we have cards, and these look like they are helper cards. Ah, yes. So this is for the rabbit player, and this is for the turtle player. That's cool. And they each kind of have their habitat on the back.
Nice.
Which is fun. And then we have some good news. Look at that. Good news. We have Window to the Past. Thank you very much. In remembrance, just the facts. A more efficient way forward. Cool. So that's the good news right there. And then we have what appears to be smaller versions of the cards that are in the main game. But they definitely don't do the same kinds of things. Let's look at them a little bit more. So you got your cost up here, your type there, that's a new symbol. This will be the score at the end of the game, and I assume that means 2 more score, but I'm not exactly sure. And so there you go, again, the cost, and it looks like that. This must be what the production is. Yeah, so this will get you to probably points, and that will get you 1 ember.
Yeah.
And 2 different of each of those things. Okay, so these are all the green ones. And then we have, that doesn't look like a familiar symbol either. Air balloon, greenhouse. That's cool. And then blue ones and brownish ones. That's the cemetery right there. And the inn. These have new places that you can put your one of your meeples to gain more stuff. And then those house-looking things. Oh, well, I guess that is the house-looking thing. That's a flower-looking thing. Cool. Well, those are cards. Believe it or not, those are cards.
Those are cards. Okay.
Yep.
I've been wondering.
Oh, here you go. The Everdell Duo campaign book.
Oh, the art is so cute.
Yeah, so there's the campaign. I imagine we probably don't want to look through this too much right away.
Put it down, put it down.
So put it down! And then we have the rules.
Yeah.
When there are challenges on the back, that's kind of cool. So when you complete them, you check them off. None of those in your city. None of those in your city.
Well, this is definitely.
And Legend.
That's reminding me of
an old
Codenames Duet, where you have the challenges that you need to check off. I think mainly the challenges are you actually made it through that city. Yeah, completing the challenge. Anyway, it just reminded me of Codenames Duet.
Yeah.
Mark's going, no, Sarah. It's nothing like Codenames Duet.
I didn't say that.
But were you thinking it?
I was trying not to. All right, and here is a board. Is it any different? Yeah, it's different on either side. So, let's put it that way. Journey.
It's pretty.
I don't know if what the difference is here. I imagine one of them will be, so you got that and you got that. I imagine one of them will be for the cooperative version and the other one for competitive. But
I can see the places where we would put cards, it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can see the shaded areas.
Little shaded areas.
Yep.
Okay.
Well, then, what are these? We have some sheafs of paper. And this looks to be like keeping track of during your campaign. So normal or a hard campaign, I guess, and the player name for who's playing the rabbit and who's playing the turtle. Name of our city, campaign medals, and total campaign score and stuff.
That's kind of fun.
And oh, look at that. Okay, this is probably the chapter. So once you complete the chapter,
lost.
And then you keep going.
And that is reminding me of Pandemic Legacy.
Ah, yes.
The win-lose, which I think a lot of those types of games do that. But
which is kind of what I was getting at with the previous comment about Codenames Duet.
What was your previous comment?
Just that a lot of games do that. So I see why that reminded you of it, but a lot of games do that. So.
Yeah, a lot of games do that.
Anyway, so and then once you're done, you must put your final score on here. It's kind of cool. Bags. We have plenty of bags.
Oh my gosh, that is a lot of bags.
We won't need this many bags. And then we have a die for some reason. And then
apparently we need it.
The next thing is punching!
Boards. Yay, punch boards.
I like punch boards.
Mark does like punch boards.
I like to punch them. All right. And that is all. So there we go. Very cool. All right.
So,
well, we will play this game soon.
Yeah, find out what all of this cool stuff is.
Some more games to unbox. We just got Washed Ashore, which is a cooperative, possibly solo storytelling game.
Possibly solo? I thought it was solo.
Well, 1+.
Oh, okay.
In the same way that like unlocks are 1+. Although you really should do that with more people. But you come to your senses on a sandy beach. The sun is burning your back and you can barely move your tongue. You remember a huge wave washing you overboard. You are lucky to be alive, but where are you? Will you ever return home? And will you even survive?
Ooh.
So, let's see what's in here. I see a rule book, some interesting little paperclip thingies, and a big deck of cards.
Nice.
And so we'll pop this open.
It. That's what's in there.
Yep. Okay. Kind of like an unlock game. So, Fate Flip. Do not shuffle the cards in the deck unless you are explicitly told to do so. Flip and read this card. So I can't even really show you what's in here. This is the back of the deck. Return the game to its original. Oh, so if you want to redo it or if they fall on the floor, then you can return the game like this correctly. So I really can't show you anything because this is a storytelling game that you learn as you go.
Okay, well,
but
looks kind of cool.
Here are the rules. Looks pretty simple. And there you go. I'm excited to play that and see what the story is like. But you know there are dual layer boards, but have you ever seen a dual layer cover.
Ooh, I have not.
Me neither. So this is Art Society, which was a top 10 game in 2023.
I can push my finger in here.
Let me pull this
really
off,
cool.
and then you'll be able to see a little better, I think, on the camera. All right, so
let's see if I can. Oh yeah, I think I can kind of tell.
yeah,
I get
so
down here.
See dual layer cover.
That's
there.
really neat.
Yeah, I wonder if it looks any different on the back. Ah, so you can actually kind of see through the.
Not really. Not on
here?
camera.
Okay.
That's not coming through on camera.
Well, it's a piece of paper glued onto the back of this.
Okay.
And then the cover is just cut holes through.
Yeah, really creative because this actually
yeah.
tells you about the game.
Right?
The cover kind of tells you about the game.
And we have a catalog. Ooh. Trash.
So, Art Society.
Rule book.
What are we doing in Art Society?
This
I think
is
we're
a good
creating
indicator.
Our own art gallery.
Yes. We're putting art on a wall.
Oh, it looks like he can hold something.
So, punch boards.
Nice.
That was knocking.
That was kind of knocking.
There we go. All right. So here we go. And they have little bumps on them too to help you organize it. But you'll take your pictures and put them like that. And I don't remember how this is supposed to, if you have to start like where the star is probably, or something like that.
I remember that this is line of sight.
Yes, which is why she's standing there.
And I think that you get
bonus points
for filling that up or something. Yeah,
yeah, for something
we'll
like
play
that.
And figure it out.
But yeah.
It looks like there's 4 boards. Is that correct?
There are, yes, there are 4 boards.
This is a 4-player game.
Uh-huh. Up to 4-player game.
Nice.
I'm not sure.
Probably
yeah, 2 to 4
2
players.
to 4 player, yeah.
And then the way that you determine order, or the way that you determine the draft, is by these cards, which are, so you're going to be at an auction. So everybody has a set of these. Oh, that's cool. They have different icons on the back too.
Oh, that's neat. Is that a cupcake?
Yes, yes it is. And a stopwatch. And these, I'm not sure what these are. But anyway, so everybody has their things and they have numbers on them. And numbers 1 through 20.
So it sounds like you're actually bidding on more turn order than the actual artwork, bidding on who gets to go first.
Who gets to draft first.
Who gets to draft first.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so...
Which means that you do get first pick for whatever art actually comes out. So you could say you are bidding on the art thematically. But I think you are more practically bidding on the turn order of drafting.
Right. There's all sorts of different shapes and sizes of art that you're going to put on there.
Oh, those are clocks and statues. We don't just have pictures.
These with the little shield things on them are extra bonuses. I forget for what, but the pictures are the things that you're going to be bidding on.
That's neat.
And yeah, the little things like these you'll get as a bonus for something, so you can fill in spaces that you...
Oh my goodness, that one's fun. Wait, is she looking in a mirror? She looks scared.
Maybe.
That's hilarious. Oh, look, that one's fun. Birds in a bird bath.
And on the back, you have their
cost.
Bid.
Oh, the bid number. Yeah, not cost.
Mm-hmm.
I think that actually determines the size of the picture.
Yeah. Although, as you can see, 4-4. So they aren't always
I think you stack all of these
sense,
up face down with the numbers.
Yes, exactly.
And then they come out
randomly. And
randomly.
that's why in the insert here you have the numbers there.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So 3 through 9, it looks like. Yeah. Okay. So I guess if you need a really big piece of art, you're going to want to draft the 7s, 8s, and 9s.
And the scoreboard.
Etc. Awesome.
There you go.
Okay.
So that is Art Society and Flip Washed Ashore in this one. Cool. Well, we might even have another one that goes in this because there's supposed to be a game showing up today. So we'll see that in a little bit.
Very
Bye-bye.
cool. Bye.
We have 2 more games that we got, and one of them is this solo game, Resist. A solo card game based on... I actually have another game with a very, very similar theme called Maquis. And this is, after the Spanish Civil War, a group of loyalists to the Republic known as Maquis continue the fight for democracy and freedom. So, a different game with a very similar theme to another game that I have, another solo game, interestingly enough. So, Resist, we have a rule book. You get a preview of what the cards and stuff look like. Cool, cool, cool. Good, awesome.
This looks like a good rule book.
This is something board game companies should take note of. Round summary, or something on the back.
That is actually really nice.
Yep. Then we have a scenario book. Scenario 1. Standalone scenario.
Oh, cool.
And I'm not going to go through too much of that because that may be spoiler. So, and then, don't eat this.
Oh, okay.
And then the only thing left in here is 2 decks of cards.
I like the art on the inside of the box. That's really neat. That's fun. Makes you feel like you're in the trenches.
Right. So we have cards. Cards, cards, and more cards. As I said, this is a card game. So there's the backs. And on the front we have a player reference. And then these things. Civilian cards, 0 civilians, 1 civilian, 2 civilians. I don't really remember how this game works, so 3 civilians. Then we have Counter Guerrilla, and there's several of those. And then we have the military. Spy Masters. That's cool that they have different art for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really neat because they didn't have to do that.
No, they didn't. These are the same, the Counter Guerrillas. Although there is even that there's 2 or 3 different Counter Guerrillas, and the military, each of them has a different face.
That's really cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, and then we have guards.
And I like the artwork. I think the artwork is really nice.
And grunts, and engineers. And radio operators, and a jailer, 2 jailers.
They look stern.
Yes, they do. So those are the normal size cards, and then we have the large size cards.
Oh, those are quite large.
And these have 2 sections to them, at least some of them do. So the back's here. And you got a spy. And these all have different artwork. And then, here you go. Manuel. So you can use him as in a hidden way or a revealed way. They're more powerful in a revealed way, from what I remember of how the game works, but it's a one-time use. Whereas while they remain hidden, you can keep using this over and over.
Oh.
And then they have a powerful thing, and then they die. Or at least they go away. So, Pilar?
Pilar? This is French,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that would make sense. And she has a hidden and revealed power, and Adela has a hidden and revealed power.
Adolfo.
Again, I'm reading these upside down.
Adolfo. Carlos.
Roberto.
I don't know how to say that.
Benigno.
Benigno. I'm
Ah,
not sure.
and he doesn't even have...
I feel like I'm saying it in an Italian accent.
Right. And he has more power or whatever this is when he's hidden than revealed, but he has no actual ability versus he can attack. Yeah, very interesting.
I'm very curious to see how this plays out.
Mm-hmm.
Why, these all look Spanish. Interesting. Antonio, Juana, Ramona. I could definitely
Yeah, well, again,
see a Spanish flair to this.
Paris.
Yeah, really
Italy.
interesting.
And then these, I believe, are the things that we are trying to accomplish.
I would like to watch you play this. This looks really interesting.
Yeah.
I like the cards. I like the artwork. I'm very curious.
All right.
I want to watch you play this game.
Maybe we will even record that. We'll see.
Attack the police station. Oh, this game looks cool. I see why you wanted this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very fun. Anyway, so that is all of that one, and I forgot to put the player aid back in here. So that is Resist. But
solo game.
Yes, this is a solo only game. Where does it say that? Right here.
1 player, 30 minutes. Okay.
But the main event for this one is this awesome game that we've been really looking forward to. A 2-player game, Ironwood.
Yes. I am so excited to play this game.
This is another asymmetric 2-player game wherein one person is playing, well, basically one person is playing iron, the other is playing wood. And so
I think we're fighting over this forested area.
Yes.
Or the map. We're fighting over the map.
Over the map, over the resources on the map.
Okay.
And this is a really nice, oh, look at that.
That's fun.
This is a really nice thick box. I appreciate that. Okay.
I really like the art.
Stance change conditions. So this looks like it is, yeah, a player aid for during the game. And I really appreciate when games add those in. So you can just, without having to leaf through the rule book, which in this case appears to be a fairly extensive rule book. Then this makes it so that you don't have to search through hundreds and hundreds of words to find what you're looking for. So, don't eat that.
Don't eat that either. Okay.
So let's put this off to the side for a moment. Let's see. And here is the rule book. And as I said, it is quite extensive. Look at that. The art in this is a beautiful game. And it appears to be a really fun game too, but I mean,
so I look at this rule book and I go, never mind, I guess I'll never play that game. Mark probably looks at this rule book and says,
and goes,
yes, I get to read this before I go to bed. Oh.
Yes, I am one of those people.
I'm so glad that you like reading the rule books.
So, there are 2 sides. It's a double-sided game board, and I don't know the difference yet. Maybe that's how you tell the difference, or maybe it's just 2 different setups. I don't know.
That's really cool.
It's very cool, though. Here's the back. Ah, yes. So, this leads me to believe, this symbol versus this symbol, leads me to believe that this is probably the solo side, because it has a solo mode.
Okay.
So this is probably the side that is for a solo, where you're playing one side versus the game. And this is probably the 2-player side.
Yes. I don't know what any of these things mean yet, but we'll figure that out.
I could have that reversed too, actually. You know what? Let's find out really quick while you're doing that.
That's really cool.
I had that backwards. This is the solo side.
The one with the double?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So this is the solo side, and this is the 2-player side.
Okay.
We have player boards. So the Woodwalkers and the Ironclad. Again, just awesome art.
Yeah.
And I think Iron Bot and Wooden Bot.
Okay.
So if you're playing solo, the Woodwalkers versus the Iron Bot will use this.
Nice.
The bot will use that. And reverse, if you want to play Ironclad versus solo, then you'll play Wooden Bot.
It's very clever.
Yeah. So then it looks like this is okay. Let me actually show this to you. Look at that. 2 sections. Pull this out. Oh. This is the Woodwalkers.
That is
stuff.
so perfect.
And this is the Ironclad.
That's
stuff.
perfect.
Yeah, it is. So first of all, we have these gems that I believe are part of the main thing that they are looking for. Is these gems. As I said, it is very asymmetric, so the goal of each side is very different.
Okay.
All of their pieces are wooden.
Nice.
The Woodwalkers. And then, so this is their units, I believe. Whereas these are their bases or spirit thingamajigs that they are attempting to move from
this
around
looks like it's that shape.
Forest areas.
I'm not sure if it's supposed to go there at some point.
No, actually, that is for the Ironclad because the Ironclad moves along the mountains. Oh, yeah. But so the forest guys, I don't remember where it comes from, but basically they want to pull these out or something like that and get them off the board, if I remember right. It might be the opposite, but and then they look like they're lit up or something.
Okay.
Again, I'll have to read the instructions because it's more complicated than what I actually saw. But let's take a look at the cards. So these appear to be the different locations on the board. So Lithamar is going to be right there. And that shows you where it is on the board.
Oh,
and Paladimor is right here.
That makes sense.
And Aria is right there. So these are cards, cards that go on, or that correspond to places on the map. And then here's a player aid.
Here's the back of
but
the cards.
I wonder if this is, so this is the back of the cards and that's the front of the cards.
Awesome artwork. I love that.
I do too. So there you go. So then we have, here's the back of the Woodwalker cards and the fronts. And so you'll, when we get to the Ironclad cards, you'll notice this side has the stats for the Ironwood, or excuse me, the Woodwalker cards, and the stats for the Ironclad are on this side, so that you can put them together and just see.
Oh, all right.
Which is a bummer for like fanning them in your hand for the Ironclad, because you can see the stats here really easily.
Oh.
But the Ironclad, you would have to fan them the opposite way.
Huh.
Which I'm not sure how that's going to work. We'll see when we play it. But in any case, again, the art is great in this game. And these are multi-use cards from what I understand. So you can use it either to fight or for the ability, and there may be even something else that you can use them for, maybe for these. But yeah.
We'll find out.
We will find out. So that is that's the Woodwalkers. And we'll put this back here. Woodwalker. And then we have the Ironclad. And true to form, the Woodwalker pieces are all wood. The Ironclad pieces are all metal, as you can hear.
And this is what drew me to the game.
Yes.
Was the different pieces that were themed according to what the two clans were. And these are the asymmetrical gameplay.
Yes. Whoops. Just lost it.
It rolled out of view.
That is the thickest
that
metal
is
game
super,
piece
yeah.
I have ever seen.
That's really cool.
That is extremely thick and hefty, and that is awesome. So those are some of the units for the Ironclad, and then you have these units. So 3 of these units, and again, super thick. And then you've got these Citadel type things, which I believe the idea for the Ironclad.
Oh, the art is fun.
Yeah. And again, these are just ridiculously
Yeah.
thick. Look at that. So, the idea for the ironclad is they have this drill here.
Oh.
And again, really thick.
Yes.
And this drill is moving around the board, trying to drill in these locations. And then you'll set up these citadels. And
Okay.
if I remember right, the goal for the ironclad is to get 3 citadels on the board. Now, don't hold me to that because I could be completely wrong.
Mark will find out
But I will
later
find out.
today when he reads the rules.
So there you go. That is the ironclad pieces,
Which I absolutely love.
right?
I love those. As we've said before in our videos, Mark and I love metal coins. So,
Here is a die that I have no idea what it's for. Oftentimes when you have a die in these kind of games that also can be solo, the die usually is a help with the bot. So I wouldn't be surprised if this doesn't have anything to do with the 2-player game. Oh, there's a little slot here for the... boop.
oh, that's fun.
And here is the backside of the ironclad cards.
I love that.
Yeah. I think we're going to be fighting over playing the ironclad. All right. And as I said before,
You're right,
here's where
on
the
that
stat block
side.
is on that side.
Interesting.
And these icons are also on the right side.
Okay.
Strength and nerves. So another thing about this game, if I remember right, and I could have this backwards, but you see there's a bunch of little pieces for the ironclad. The ironclad are like the Empire, all about numbers.
Okay.
Whereas the Woodwalkers, like the Rebel Alliance, are all about quality. Or maybe not quality of ship, but at least quality of pilot.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's what I remember from the bit that I know, or that I heard. So there you go. That's that. This will go here, and this will go here. And again, this is just really cool how it packs up in here. That each side has their own...
I am really happy about that.
Right?
I love organization, and to me, this is just built-in organization in a board game. Oh yeah.
The board will fit
I
there.
love it.
I'm going to hold the rule book out because I'm going to read it. And that right there is what appears to be an awesome game, Ironwood.
I'm very excited about that. Awesome. I am excited to play both of the games that you got. And watch you play the solo one and play Ironwood. Great. Well, thank you so much for joining us for another amazing unboxing with
stupendous,
Mark.
incredible unboxing. All right. See you next time.
Bye, everybody.